Yo, 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 yo. What's up, guys and gals? My TTG fam, what's going on, everybody? How are all of you this evening? What's up, what's up, what's up? What's up, guys? Who do we got? Let's see. Maestro, William, Michelle, Darcy, Alex, Ellis, William, Sarah, Sean, Smoke, Mark, AV, Kevin Cooper, what's up? Tony Williams, what's up? Glenny Trades, never misses a stream. What's up, brother? What's up? Smoke, I hope you're staying safe, brother. Rick Gonzalez, what's going on? Bobby V, what's up? Bassam, Corey Hudson, Dominic, Kevin, Ender, Martin, J Code, what's up, brother? Robert, Thomas Barty, what's up, guys? JD, I see you, JD. JD Foods in the house. What's up, everyone? Ryan Gunn, my man. R. Hirsch, what's up? Ruben Gutierrez, what's up, Ruben? Tina, Bradley, Toji, Manuel, Fausto, Joshua, Mercedes, Donald, Paul, Kyle. Shit! I love you guys. Guys, I'm in a good mood today. Let me tell you why I'm in a good mood. Couple of reasons. First, KODK. Short squeeze. Short squeeze on KODK after hours all day today in chat. I was saying to members, guys, KODK has potential to squeeze. KODK has potential to squeeze. KODK has potential to squeeze. I said it the whole day. Did not go after a trade on it. We never got the squeeze intraday, but we're getting it after hours. And the reason why I'm excited to get this squeeze after hours is because this could wake up small caps. I said early this morning, TTG members, you guys confirm this, okay? Early this morning, I said, guys, KODK, big short position, smaller float, major fundamental catalyst, okay, that everyone's going to be talking about in the news. They got like a $760 million loan from the government to help develop different chemicals and different parts of generic drug manufacturing. And it's really the administration's further attempt to help pull manufacturing away from overseas, specifically places like China, and to have a lot of the manufacturing done here, especially when it comes to the pharmaceutical industry. So basically, guys, Kodak was a camera company, was a crypto company, and now here you go, helping with generic drugs. Okay, incredible. But nonetheless, I thought that this was a perfect storm for a short squeeze. And over the last couple of weeks, small caps have had no follow through. The majority of the moves small caps were making were pre-market. Then the stocks open at the bell and they crap out. Or maybe they give you one little move in the first, 45 minutes of the day, and then it craps out. And that has been how small caps have been trading the last couple of weeks. You haven't had, a breakout consolidation, and a breakout, multiple new highs throughout the course of the trading day. You haven't seen it, okay? The momentum has really not been there. Follow through has been much harder to come by. And all day I was saying, guys, KODK has the potential to be the one that catches shorts completely off guard and then just squeezes on them. I am so happy to see this thing squeeze. Yes, it happened at 5:30 p.m. when nobody was paying attention, and that's the beauty of it. Nobody was paying attention because all the short sellers that came in and shorted KODK at $10, $11, $12, that all looked at the closing bell and saw the stock at the dead low of the day, below $8, thought, I'm good. I'm going to wake up tomorrow morning. The stock's going to be at 6. I'm going to cover my position, and I'm going to look like, the smartest trader to ever walk the face of the earth. And I guarantee you have a lot of traders that are short KODK that don't even know it's above $13 right now. And that's the beauty of it. Tomorrow morning, KODK is going to be the number one stock on my focus, and I'm going to be looking for major short squeeze. Okay, I'm going to be looking for major short squeeze. I think there's a potential where you have a lot of short sellers from earlier during the day. Short sellers have been very content in small caps because they've not gotten hurt. You guys have to understand what goes on when small caps get hot, when small caps get cold. Okay, you have to understand the psychology of a long trader and a short-minded trader. Let me explain to you guys how small caps get hot and how small caps get cold. Okay. Small caps are cold right now because you have lack of follow through. What is that? Why do you have lack of follow through? You have lack of follow through because you're not getting any short squeeze on small caps. Okay. Short sellers are very content with their short positions. They're not getting hurt. They can wait for the opening push. Short, roll it down. Okay. Short, roll it down. If the stock pushes higher, short more. It'll fade by the end of the day. It'll gap down the next 1 or 2 days, and then you can cover your position. Okay. You don't have any FOMO in long traders. So you have no FOMO in long traders because they're not seeing stocks run away from them. So they don't have that urge to chase stocks higher. And short sellers have no reason to cover their positions because they're not getting hurt. These stocks are not breaking themselves out. That's when you have a lack of follow through. This is a psychological aspect of a long trader and a short trader that will cause a low follow through small cap market versus a hot follow through small cap market. Now, what does it need? What does it take to flip that psychology? Let me tell you what it takes. A massive short squeeze. Okay. It takes a massive short squeeze like a KODK to wake small caps back up. And by wake small caps back up, all it really means is a shift in psychological thinking on a long trader and a short trader, because short sellers are so content with shorting their small caps and just sitting back in their position and letting the stock fade. They get content. Okay. So when the stock pushes higher, they're not scared. They don't cover their position. They short more. And when you have a stock that does not give you the rollover, that pushes higher, shorts come in, they short more. Then it starts to push higher again. That's when you get your sign of a short squeeze. All the short sellers that shorted KODK earlier in the day and throughout the day and in the afternoon start to get squeezed out here after hours. Tomorrow morning, I expect another gap up on KODK because I think short sellers are going to start to get squeezed again. Granted, there's no other news release or anything like that or an offering, which doesn't make any sense because they just got a loan. Okay. So we'll have to wait and see what happens tomorrow morning. But I expect continued short squeeze because all the short sellers that have came in are going to get squeezed out of their position. Now, what does this do? It hurts small caps. It hurts short sellers. Short sellers get hurt and they start to lick their wounds. It also creates FOMO on long traders. They finally see a stock that runs away from them, a stock that they want to buy and they never get a chance to because the stock doesn't pull back into their buying zone. It just keeps pushing higher. So now the psychology of a short seller and a long trader flips. You have short sellers that are licking their wounds, and now they're very timid traders. They went from very confident and content traders to very timid and anxious traders because they're licking their wounds of getting squeezed. So what happens is now going forward, short sellers will come in, they're going to short small caps, but if it doesn't roll over right away, or if it starts to push higher, they get very antsy, they get very anxious, they cover their positions quickly. That causes the squeeze. On the same side of that, long traders have FOMO from the stock they just missed, like a KODK. If KODK goes from 775, which it was at today, goes up to 1320, gaps up to 1550 tomorrow, and runs to $20, that's going to create FOMO. A lot of long traders that are going to say, oh my God, I bought this stock at $9 yesterday. I can't believe it's at 20. They have FOMO. So now going forward, we talked about now how short sellers went from being content and confident to timid and anxious. Now you go from long traders, went from scared and conservative to aggressive and excited. And that's when FOMO kicks in. And that is how you have small caps go from being cold to red hot. That's how you go from having small caps having no follow through to small caps having a ton of follow through. All it takes is one massive squeeze. And today during chat, the whole day, I was like, guys, I think Kodak has potential to be the one. I think it has potential to be the one. And surely enough, it's the one. Well, we don't know if it's the one yet. We got to see how small caps trade going forward. But here's your squeeze. So that's why I'm excited. I'm excited for this major squeeze on KODK. I think this could wake up small caps going forward, and we can get some follow through and we can get some short squeeze action in small caps like we saw in June. May and June was the best small cap action that I've seen in my entire trading career. Stocks like U1, ABIO, There was a bunch of others. I can't even remember a lot of the ticker symbols that were on a lot of those stocks. Just went absolutely bonkers in May and June. But that was the craziest I've ever seen them. I would like to think that if KODK squeezes tomorrow again, that we can get small caps to really wake up and we can really start to have a lot of fun again. So that's one of the reasons why I'm very excited here tonight to do this live stream with you. The other reason why I'm very excited is because I have a major announcement that I'm going to be sharing with you guys later in this live stream that I'm super, super pumped to share with you that we're going to get into here in just a moment. Okay. Before I get into this, the major announcement, before we talk about KODK a little bit further, I also want to talk to you guys in a little bit later on this live stream what to expect coming up the next 3 days. The next 3 days are crucial for overall markets. The next 3 days, you have a Fed meeting tomorrow. You have Google, Apple, Amazon, Facebook earnings on Thursday, and you have the unemployment benefits are set to expire on Friday. A lot is going on in overall markets, and I started to see signs of weakness today, not just with that sell-off late in the day, but tech was weak. Amazon started to pull in a little bit. Apple was weak again. We had a lot of tech stocks were weak, and then you had that sell-off late in the day. The Wolf is joining me also on this live stream. Jason, say what's up.
What's up?
So, guys, the Wolf and I, prior to me coming on the live stream, we were talking about some trade ideas on how to position ourselves going into the back end of this week, expecting some volatility start to take shape. So there's a lot that we're going to cover on this live stream. That's why I'm super excited and I'm pumped to share with you about Kodak. I want to share with you about earnings. I want to share with you a major announcement. Okay? So that's why you guys can maybe hear my voice, why I'm so goddamn excited to go over a lot of this information with you. Before I get things started, let me see. When you ask me, guys, okay, how many non-TTG members do we have here on the live stream tonight? If you guys are not a member of True Trading Group, how many non-members do we have here on the live stream? And then how many of you guys were also a guest today in TGD Tuesday, but still have not yet signed up? Quick little show of hands. I just want to get a feel for who we have joining us here today. Amir says, Mike, are you giving away your McLaren? No, that's not my special announcement. I'm not parting with my baby ever. Okay? No, I'm not giving away my McLaren. Absolutely not. Nice. Okay. Oh, good. We got a bunch. Sean Ramos just signed up on Friday. Sean, welcome to the family. All right. All right. Big group. Big group. Nice. Kyle Smith says, I was a guest today and I signed up. Kyle, welcome to the family. Welcome to the family. Colin, I have a 650S. I have a 650S. Is today TGD giveaway day? Okay, Bill. Bill was a guest today in chat. Nice, guys. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. No, Sean, I'm not telling the keyboard story today. We got too much to talk about. We have a lot to talk about, guys. A lot to talk about. I'm telling you guys, we have a lot to discuss. I'm not gonna go over the keyboard story here today. I know a lot of you guys love my keyboard story. But the keyboard story, guys, 2 seconds. But keyboard story, for those of you who don't know, it's a story from back when I was working at a hedge fund in New York City. We had like $500 million under management, and I got really pissed off one day, and I stood up and I snapped my keyboard right in half. And we had like this 6'6" IT guy who, when I stood up and I snapped my keyboard in half, I yelled down. His name was Ruben. I go, Ruben, I need a fucking keyboard. So Ruben comes running down the trading floor. The guy's like literally 6'6", like 320 pounds, a massive human being. And he comes running down the trading floor with my keyboard, hooks my keyboard up for me so I can exit my position. And my boss at the time, who was my senior portfolio manager, who was also my mentor, kicked me right off the trading floor. Kicked me right off the trading floor. And needless to say, guys, that was when I really made grew as a trader. That was when I really made the shift and I got my emotions under control as a trader. And if it wasn't for my mentor sitting down with me after the close, he sat down. We had like a little trader lounge in the office, and my mentor sat down with me for about an hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes, and really just talked to me the whole time about my emotions and my potential that he saw in me, and how I'm never going to reach my potential if I don't get my emotions under control. And that was really a turning point for me in my career. There were really, I had two major turning points in my career as a trader, and that was one of them. That's one of the moments that I'll never forget. I'll never forget the story, not only because it's funny as all hell, just remembering this 6'6", 320-pound man running down the trading floor with a keyboard. Not only is it hilarious, but it really marked a distinct point in my trading career where things shifted and where things turned, and where my the psychological aspect and my emotional aspect of trading, I was able to really get it under control, and that saw me then catapult to the next level and progress as a trader. So it's one of the moments that I'll never forget. My TGD members know the story very, very well. But somebody just asked me, Mike, tell the story. So I didn't want to go in too much detail because there's a lot I want to talk about on this live stream, guys. But that's the gist. So there's the gist of my keyboard story. So with that said, guys, I'm going to start the live stream off tonight. Same way I start every live stream, blanket Q&A session. I'm going to take a couple of questions for maybe 10, 15 minutes or so. I'll take maybe like 4 or 5 questions. Fire away, guys. Question for me, for the Wolf, anything general trading related, whatever it is, doesn't matter. You guys just fire away, ask questions. I'm going to give a couple more minutes, give some time for people to log on. And then we're going to dive into KODK and potentially waking up small caps. We're going to talk about the earnings coming up and the Fed announcement and unemployment benefits running out and how we can position ourselves to profit from what I think could be some really nice upcoming volatility. And then we'll talk about the major announcement that I'm going to share with you that I'm super stoked about to share with you guys. So we have a lot to talk about. So go ahead, guys, fire away. I'm going to take a couple of questions before we get underway, give some time for people to log on. Michael Edwards, do you want to race? My Aventador versus your McLaren. Justin, challenge accepted. When coronavirus is over, Justin's a TGG member, by the way, sporting an Aventador. Justin, I see you, brother. Okay, I see you in the Aventador. Challenge accepted. When coronavirus is over, we're doing an in-person meetup in Miami. We're going to do an in-person meetup. It's going to be like a 3-day event. Justin, bring that Aventador down to the 305 and we will line up and we'll see what's up. Challenge accepted. Challenge accepted. Fadi Shot, have you guys tried doing monthly subscription plans? No. Well, I mean, a long time ago, but we don't have monthly subscription plans, Fadi, because we only have yearly memberships because everything's included in your membership into Trading Group. There's no upsells. So like the courses, our simulator, our screener, our app, our forum, our blog, our analyst reports, every single thing that we have available, it's included. So that's why we don't have a monthly membership. There's no upsells. Yes, Smoke, another TGD member. Can I bring my C63 AMG to the race? Yes, we're going to have a little TTG drag race, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, William Robinson, the 68 GTO will beat both you guys down. I like it. Old school muscle, baby. I like it. All right, let's see here. All right, Carrie, Mike, I'm under PDT rule. I have 5,400 shares of KODK. Would you hold for a couple days or sell tomorrow? Carrie, I would absolutely 100% sell tomorrow. I don't know how you're under PDT rule if you have 5,400 shares of KODK, because that's more than $25,000 worth. So you should not be under PDT rule. But if you are under PDT rule for whatever the reason, well, I guess if you maxed out your margin, maxed out your buying power, maybe you could be under PDT rule still. But I would definitely sell tomorrow. If you have 5,400 shares of KODK, I would, without any question of a doubt, sell tomorrow. Take profits, guys. Don't be greedy, please. Please don't be greedy. Please do not be greedy. If you have 5,400 shares of KODK, it's probably at around $10 or $9.50. If this thing opens up tomorrow at $14, $15, please take your profits, guys. Call it a day. Be happy. Let's see. A couple of extra. I'm going to take a couple more questions. Any news on why travel stocks are all on the rise today? Great question. Alexander Garcia Moore. Any news on why travel stocks are on the rise today? I think travel stocks are on the rise today because you had Pfizer announce that Pfizer is beginning phase 3 on their vaccine trial, and they put out their own timetable of they plan on filing for an FDA approval by October, which is insanely, unimaginably fast. Okay, it is unimaginably fast to go through a phase 1, 2, 3, and then get FDA approval. They put a timetable by October, and I think that gave you already had Moderna has already entered phase 3 clinical trials. Pfizer has just announced they're entering phase 3 clinical trials and put a timetable of filing for FDA approval by October. So I think that gave investors some excitement for the travel industry, that the sooner we have a vaccine, the sooner the travel industry will pick back up. So the more likely that the worst is behind us on travel stocks. And if you take a look at the airlines, a lot of those stocks over the last week or two have really gotten beaten down again. They've pulled back really aggressively again compared to other sectors, have performed well. And that sector has lagged again over the last couple of weeks. So I think that news from Pfizer gave the travel industry a little bit of a bump today.
I'm going to jump in. Guys, hey, it's yeah, you got to fade this. Guys, what you have to realize with travel sector, so I've got a travel streamer, all right? So Norwegian performed the best. Norwegian probably has the worst balance sheet, I think, of the cruise lines. Carnival performed the second best, 4.2%, 58 cents. They're losing $650 million a month. So what you have to think is, yeah, there's going to be winners and losers, but even if that best case scenario, a vaccine by October, which I think is highly doubtful, and you don't rush vaccines for a reason, okay? We could get into that at a later time. But the question is, are these companies going to be able to be solvent until then? So, airlines are a trade. Now, if you want exposure to the travel sector, then just buy Expedia. They don't have any debt. They're basically just a website, but they make money. So that, you have to really dig into some of these trades. Look, everybody wants exposure to travel because it's necessary, right? But look, hotels getting crushed, everything bleeds over. So you just got to be very careful. Airlines and stuff like that, those are just trades right now, and the charts tell you they're trades. Next question.
Yeah, for sure. I agree, 100%. Let's see. Next question. Justin Birdie, what's up, Justin? Justin says, Mike and Wolf, what's up? Lifetime TGG member here. Can you ask the Wolf, Jason, real quick, if you just a brief rundown? He's asking for what's the difference between DRV and SRS and why you prefer one over the other.
Yeah, it's just the amount of leverage. SRS is 1.5 times, and DRV is 3 times leverage. So it's an inverse ETF on real estate. So basically, it's a bet against real estate. I'm really bearish on real estate. I don't see why there's any reason to be bullish. I think that if anything, this trade was supposed to start this week, but with the new stimulus, they gave renters, a little reprieve. Hey, you don't have to pay your rent right now. But at some point, the landlords are going to have to start getting paid. But as we know, a lot of people, commercial real estate is just going to get absolutely hammered. I mean, it's already getting absolutely hammered. Google just came out and said to their employees, hey, you don't have to come to our office. You can work from home. And a lot of people are doing that now. And I'm sure some of you, guys, nobody's going to your offices anymore. That's going to cripple commercial real estate. It's creating whole ghost zones in Manhattan, for example. Like Midtown is apparently it's like tumbleweeds, running across. It's like I Am Legend right now. And what you have to understand is, with that sort of thing happen, it also impacts all the small businesses around, from like the pizzerias that Mike would go to the comic book stores that I would go to. So that's really the only difference, is just the leverage. But I just prefer DRV. Because it just pops higher. Last time we were down in this range, we made a move back to 17, within a week. So that's why I put the trade on.
Nice. All right, cool. So I answered a couple of questions too while you were talking. Michael Edward, would you recommend buying Kodak options or stocks in the morning? I would go with the stock. But it's not as simple as, do I just recommend buying it in the morning? We got to see what happens tomorrow morning. Now, as we sit here right now, markets are closed. Stock's at 1321. Okay, we got to see what happens tomorrow. I think we're going to squeeze tomorrow. I think we're going to gap up tomorrow. I'm not going to chase this thing off the bell. I'm going to wait for a pullback. I'm going to wait for an opportunity where I can get myself in. And guys, even if Kodak, let's say Kodak gaps up to 16 tomorrow, the bell rings and it shoots right to 22. Let's say that happens, right? Craziness. Oh my God, major squeeze. And I don't trade a single share. I don't give a damn. You want to know why I don't give a damn? Because if Kodak does do that, I'm telling you now, it's going to wake up a lot of the other small caps. And believe me, if these small caps wake back up, I am going to jump all over these things and I'm going to strangle these things to death. Okay. I'm going to jump all over small caps if they wake back up again. I had a monster May and June. And if we get anything like the action that we had during those months, I'm going to go right back and just push. I'm going to push my risk. I'm going to, really go after small caps again if they wake things back up. So that's why I'm super excited for Kodak. I wouldn't just haphazardly just tomorrow morning, as soon as the bell rings, just buy. Okay. I'm not saying to just do that, but I do think we have a potential major squeeze on our hands. But I don't just recommend just buying blindly. I still prefer to wait for setups, wait for opportunities where I can clearly say, okay, here's my risk. Here's the pattern that I'm trading, and I can clearly identify where my stop loss is. I still prefer that type of trading. I'm not going to chase the momentum. I'm not going to fall victim to FOMO. I'm not going to be one of those traders that I just talked to you about with the psychological aspect of a short seller versus a long trader when it comes to small caps. I'm going to still wait for mine. I'm going to still wait for my setups. I'm going to wait for a style and that fits me. Okay. And is within my risk parameters. I'm not just going to, just go chasing stocks. So, but I would definitely recommend the option I'd recommend the stock over the option. The liquidity on the stock is fantastic. You can get in and out of whatever position size you want. You can get a 25, 30, 40, 50,000 share position if you wanted to. I mean, that's how liquid the stock is. The options, not so much. So I'll always ease on the side of the stock itself. Okay.
I saw a question.
Go ahead.
So people are asking about pot stocks, right? Well, I'm guessing those aren't TTG members that are asking about pot stocks, because everybody that's in TTG watched my pot stock seminar 2 weeks ago. Guys, we've been getting positioned for pot stocks since the end of June. first putting on some really profitable option trades and using those option trades to fund some of our entries. So a lot of people are asking, what the move on CGC was today, and even Tilray and Kronos. Look, they each pull on each other. Where I was really surprised was with the volume in the MSOs. But this is what you have to understand. These things have 100% of the time given back gains when they've gone over 10%. 100% of the time since March of 2019. So you have to be cautious with them. I think that we are going to get a pullback, but we will, and we will be choppy, and we will make a run into the election, and then we will sell off the day after the election and be prepared, and then, buy that dip and then move on from there. But I think the MSOs, after they report, are going to turn a lot of heads. And, we're just, positioning ourselves appropriately right now. But it's not a short squeeze, and I hate it when people say, oh, it was a short squeeze. Yeah, everybody every month says it's a short squeeze. Like a short squeeze? No. Sometimes it's short covering. So that was the last trade we got on, 2 weeks in advance. I said, look, they're going to cover into July 15th. We're going to get a move to here and to here. And that's exactly what happened. So, just take profit is the smartest thing to do. Hold the core, trade a core. That's how you trade pot stocks.
Yeah, guys. I mean, you guys know. I mean, for those of you that don't know who Jason, Jason, his Twitter handle is Wolf of Weed Street. And I mean, when it comes to the cannabis sector, there's no one that I rely more on as far as having a pulse on that market and that entire sector than him. So he's been killing it lately with some marijuana plays.
Oh yeah, we killed it in GTG today. We were just taking profit from everything we had. We took profit on, I think, 4 different marijuana companies today. It was nuts.
All right, let's see. I'll take a couple more questions, guys, and then we're going to get things underway. Let's see. Next question. What do I think about TSN consolidation? Oof. Man, that's an ugly chart. That's an ugly chart, guys. TSN. What do I think about this consolidation? I think this is one of the choppiest consolidations that I've ever seen. I mean, this is gross. This is gross. I mean, you have a range here from like 68 down to 55, and we're dead smack in the middle of it at 61.
No, I hate this stock.
Yeah,
you short this stock, guys. Guys, so Tyson Food, guys, they're shutting down plants. They're going to end up having a bunch of class action lawsuits because they weren't protecting their employees. And I think like 40 or there's some ridiculous number of the people in one of their plants got coronavirus, and some of them died. And their working conditions were awful. I mean, you don't want anything to do with this stock. especially if members. I mean, guys, you know, once you start going to the grocery store and you stop seeing like chicken and getting ham and other stuff, like this is the one you go after.
Yeah.
This company sucks.
Yeah, I'm not really, Wolf is talking on a fundamental level and then me on a technical level, I don't really like it either. So you've got on a fundamental level, we don't like it, and on a technical level, we don't like it. All right. Okay, guys. Okay, so let's get into now. That kind of does it for our questions, guys. If I didn't, obviously, I didn't get to everyone's question. I mean, tons of you were asking questions. So I was, obviously I didn't get to all of your questions, but if you have a specific question, guys, and I didn't get a chance to answer it on the live stream, just comment on the live stream after it loads to the YouTube channel. When we're done here, it'll load up onto the channel. You can go back and view later. But you can comment under that video and I'll come back and I'll respond and I'll answer your question. Okay. With that said, now, guys, I'm going to get into I said there's a lot of things I want to talk about. I want to talk to you about Kodak. I want to talk to you about small caps and what I'm going to be doing with small caps going forward and what my plan is with KODK and an adjustment that I'm going to make if I see specific things in the market. Then we're going to be talking about, I have a major announcement that I'm going to share with all of you. I'm super excited. And I'm going to do that right after we talk about Kodak. So I'm going to talk about Kodak and small caps. Then I'm going to tell you guys about the major announcement that I'm super stoked to share with you. And then we're going to talk about earnings, Fed day tomorrow, earnings on Thursday of all the big names, Facebook, Google, Apple, Amazon. And then Friday, unemployment benefits are set to run out. So I want to talk about a small cap idea now. I want to talk about the announcement, and then I want to talk about a general overall market play where I think we can benefit and profit over what I think is going to be volatility coming up. So I'm really excited. Before I get into the first lesson, I first want a favor from each and every single one of you before I get into my first lesson. Before I cover my first lesson, before I cover the major announcement, before we talk about how to profit from increased volatility going into the back end of this week, I want each and every single one of you, there are 926 people on this live stream right now. I want each and every single one of you to do me a solid. Smash that like button as hard as you can. Like this video, show me and the Wolf how much you guys appreciate these live streams. I love doing these live streams with you guys. I love interacting with you in real time. I love answering your questions. I love talking shop with you guys because there's nothing else I'd rather be doing than talking stocks. Okay, there's nothing I'd rather be doing. So guys, do me a solid. Let's get that like number up as high as we can. I want each and every single one of you to give me a like, and then we're going to dive into the first lesson on KODK. And we're going to talk about what I'm going to be doing here with small caps and what's my game plan with KODK going forward. All right. Come on, guys. You can do better than that. Hit that button. Hit that like button. You guys can do better than that. All right.
Hit that like button so hard that Ruben comes to your house.
Yes. Hit the like button so hard that you need Ruben to come to your rescue. Oh, I love it. All right, guys. Good stuff. Good stuff. Now, let's dive in. Okay, guys, thank you very much for the likes. I love you guys. Okay, I love you guys. Let's dive into KODK. Let's talk about the lesson here on KODK. Let's talk about how I plan on trading this tomorrow. Okay, let's talk about how I plan on trading this tomorrow. KODK gave you a short squeeze here late in the day. Now, what I want you to understand what's taking place is that, like I said earlier on the beginning of the live stream, traders that got short KODK in the morning, okay, in the late morning, in the afternoon, when we started to fade out, a lot of these traders thought that when we closed below $8, a lot of traders thought that that's it. Kodak is donezo. It's going to gap down to $6 tomorrow. They're going to cover their short and they're going to walk away and they're going to just be, licking their chops for that opening bell. Then you had this squeeze at 5:30. This caught a lot of people off guard. This was an extremely fast move. It was a very aggressive move. There was no pullback. There was no stall. We went dead straight from the low of the day. Okay, this was the low of the day, the absolute dead low of the day, right to the high of the day in a matter of minutes. We took out an entire day of trading in 4 candles. Okay, that was a very aggressive move. And then for good measure, we got follow through on that piece, on that squeeze, and we are now above the high of the day. Okay, what I want you to notice here, guys, is we broke above the high of the day after hours. Okay, there was a resistance during the day. We consolidated beneath it for a few minutes, then we broke above it, and look what happened. That previous high started to act as an area of support, and then we got some follow through right into market after hours close. Okay, so then we got that push right into market after hour close at 1321, almost the dead high print. Dead high print on this is 1346. Why is that area going to be a significant area for us? Let's leave this line there. Let's leave this line there. Okay, so there's your after hours high. There's your intraday high. Let's go to the daily chart now. Let's look back to the left and identify some levels. Well, look at that. I'll be damned. Riddle me this, Batman. Look at where these two lines line up. Let me scroll over and let's zoom in. We go all the way back to 2018. You guys remember 2018? That's when Kodak announced that they were going to be a crypto company, if I'm not mistaken. I believe this was the crypto rally on KODK. Okay? But look at the levels on the chart and where they line up with the levels I just drew for you and that we just talked about. This first line was, I'll go back to the intraday chart so you can see it. Okay, I'll go back to the intraday chart so you can see it one more time. Let's go back. Here's your intraday chart, right? High of the day from intraday, the intraday high, then the after hours high. That's these two lines. Let's go back to the daily. Let's go back to 2008. Oops, I didn't mean to move this line. Let's go back now to early 2018. Look what we have here. There is a pivot resistance that lines up with the intraday high. So this line's your intraday high. Look at where that lines up. Then the second line is your after hours high. Well, look at what you have there, boys and girls. Look at that resistance. That is why these two price points are crucial for tomorrow. When you guys sit down at your desk tomorrow, it's important that you understand the levels that are going to be in play for KODK when we come into tomorrow and we're looking for a short squeeze. If for any reason we are not gapping, we're going to gap up tomorrow because we're going to gap up above today's close. So we're going to gap up regardless. But if we are above the after hours high, which is 1346, that's going to put us above this pivot high. If we are above this pivot high, maybe we're at 1450. My very first game plan tomorrow, I'm going to give you two different game plans now, depending on where the stock opens. If we gap above 1350, whether it's 1425, 1450, if we gap above that area, I will look for the stock to pull in to 1350, and you bet your ass I'm a buyer in front of that level. This previous pivot high is a strict, heavy high that was put in early January of 2018. Massive volume. This is a day the stock traded over 100 million shares when we put in that pivot high. If we are above that level tomorrow, I'm a buyer in front of 1350. Okay, I'm a buyer in front of 1350. On the flip side, if we gap below the aftermarket high, if we're below 1350, my next support level is going to be the intraday high from today. The intraday high from today is going to be a crucial area. I think even more so potentially than the 1350. I think that $11.75, $12 area can be even more significant. So if we open up, guys, let's say we open up somewhere in here, I will look for a pullback into this level, hold, push higher, and 1340 will be a profit target for me. Okay, so again, I'll say this again. If we open up tomorrow below 1350, but we're above today's high, okay, if we're above today's intraday high, I'm going to look for a pullback into that level, hold support, okay, hold support, and then get long. Look for the stock to bounce back up and test this level. I want to see it test this pivot high. I want to see it test the after hours high, which is 1346. And that will be a profit target. I will be taking profits off at that price point. Okay. Now, whether it's 25% of my position, whether it's 50% of my position, that is yet to be seen. We'll see what happens tomorrow once the market opens up and what other factors are involved in my analysis and my decision making at that time. Where's my Fibonacci levels? Where's my VWAP? Where's my trade line? What's the volume profile look like? There's a lot of other factors that are going to go into if there's profit targets before that price point. But if we do open below that and we push to it tomorrow, that will definitely be an area where I would look to take profits off the table. Not to say I'm going to get flat there because I'll hold on to some of the position and look for a continued squeeze, but that will be an area that I will absolutely look to take some profits off the table. Now, let's look back further to the left and see if we see any other levels that would be of significance to us that we should know going into the trading day tomorrow. As we look back further left, we're going all the way back in time now, guys, 2017. And look at what we have here. Well, there's a level, right? There's that high of the day from today, the intraday high. That was this previous pivot high. And it was also resistance back here in March and April of 2017. So now we're going back quite a ways to identify some key areas. Okay, we're going back quite a ways to identify some key areas. As we look back further left, what's another area that you notice? Now, this is the one that counts. This is the one that everyone needs to know, and it is 1725, boys and girls. This is a major capital M, capital A, capital J, capital O, capital R, major resistance level in KODK. If at any point tomorrow you are long KODK and this stock gets to 1725, you better be taking some profit off the table. This is a major resistance level. Let's look at the chart deeper. Resistance level there, end of 2016. Resistance level there, middle of 2016. Resistance level there, end of 2015. As we go back further, support 2015, support 2015, support 2015. I'm still not done. Support 2014. This is a major level for KODK. Make sure tomorrow morning, if you guys are not in chat with me live going over this, if you guys are trading on your own, you're not part of the TGD family, make sure you have these three levels drawn on your chart. Make sure you know exactly what your game plan is when the stock gets to these levels so you're able to act quickly and decisively and pull the trigger when the window of opportunity presents itself. Do not be a trader tomorrow that is sitting on the sidelines, okay, with their, shaking and they're unsure what to do. The stock's moving around too fast for them. You don't really know, should I buy? Is it time? Is it not time? Have a clear and concise game plan going into the day. Identify your levels and have a clear plan of what you're going to do when these levels are reached. That's why I'm taking the time with you on this live stream right now tonight to cover this information so that you have a game plan tomorrow morning. This is my game plan. You guys don't have to agree with me. You guys can do something completely different. I'm sharing with you my game plan. This is what I plan on doing with KODK. These are the levels that I am going to be watching. Okay, these are the levels that I'm going to be watching on KODK. All right, and then if by any chance we squeeze through 1725, then you're talking about $20, $22. Okay, is it possible? Yeah, it's definitely possible. KODK, small float. KODK, huge short position. KODK, major fundamental catalyst in the news today with the government, and that's $760 million loan. Okay, and there we have it, guys. That is my game plan with KODK for tomorrow. Here's my levels. Okay. Here is today's intraday high. Here's the after hours high. And here is that major resistance level at 1725. Okay. So these are the lines I'm going to have drawn on my screen. Does anybody have any questions about what I just talked about on KODK specifically? Anybody have any questions on about KODK and this chart breakdown? Mike, any chance they come out with an offering on KODK tomorrow to screw the bulls? I mean, anything's possible, but I doubt it, considering the news was they just got 760 million bucks. You know, usually companies do offerings when they're cash strapped. You know, I don't know. I mean, you just got a loan for 760 million bucks. What do you need to dilute shareholders for? So I'm going to lean towards no, they don't do an offering because they just got, you know, an injection of liquidity. And when I say liquidity, I mean capital and cash in the form of this loan from the government. So it's a fully collateralized loan also. That's the other thing to take notice, is a fully collateralized loan. So listen, is it possible they can do an offering? Sure, anything's possible. This was a $3 stock a couple of days ago. Now it's at 13. I mean, of course, it's possible they can do an offering. Guys, if they do an offering tomorrow, everything I just said to you goes right out the window. Okay, everything I just said to you goes right out the window if they do an offering. If they do an offering tomorrow, it won't even be on my watch list. Okay, it won't even be on my watch list if they do an offering. Okay.
If they do an offering, basically it's the shorts that are pushing for that offering. So I think at the very least it would have to be Thursday, because if shorts really get trapped, then they would use the offering to help cover their position. So I don't think that you get it tomorrow anyway, if it was to even happen.
Yeah. It's just really, guys, I mean, listen, it's nor here nor there. There's nothing you can do about it. No way you can control it. No way you can predict it. So I would just wait till tomorrow and see what happens. I think we're going to get a gap up tomorrow that I think we're going to even be above the 1350 area. And then that 1725, I think, is going to be in play. That 1725 is a major level. You go back to 2015, 2014, guys, that level is fierce. Okay, that level is fierce. So that's definitely an area that I'm going to be looking for tomorrow. And I just went over with you guys my game plan on this particular stock and that particular setup. So does anybody have any other questions? Yeah, Noble, I agree with you. Noble Eagle says every bear and every bull will buy this at 4 a.m. Eastern. I agree, man. I agree. That's why I said I think that I think this has potential to be a real serious squeeze. I think it's got potential to be a real serious squeeze. What made this stand out to me? Well, Mateo, what made this stand out to me? It was the leading gap around the day. It had a really nice fundamental catalyst by getting a $760 million loan from the U.S. government to help manufacture, like, generic drugs and bring the manufacturing back over to the U.S. Low flow, big short position, way more than usual trading volume. I mean, this thing had all the green check marks to get my attention early today. It fit every single criteria. Yes. Yes. Claradia says, are TG trading strategies applicable to any risk tolerance? Yes, Claradia, the strategies and the style that I teach and that I implement in my own trading, it's something that you can apply across various trading styles. We have a lot of members in TTG that do not specifically trade the same style in the same way that I do. But when you guys receive a professional education, you can apply it to various trading styles of various asset classes, excuse me, and yes, various risk tolerance. Whether you're risking $50 on a trade, whether you're risking $5,000 on a trade, 15 grand on a trade, it doesn't matter what your risk tolerance is. The trading style and strategy is still the same. The rules and everything, the discipline, the profit targets, the stop loss, everything is still the same. Position size and risk tolerant is just relative to the individual trader, and everyone's going to have their own risk tolerance. There's nothing wrong with you. Nothing wrong with you risking $50. There's nothing wrong with you risking, $10,000. It's everyone has their own risk tolerance, and it's going to be different. Okay, guys, real quick, before I get into now, that covers my first lesson of the day here with KODK. My first thing I want to talk to you about in the live stream. Second thing I want to talk to you about is the major announcement that I'm super stoked to share with you guys. Before I tell you the major announcement, again, how many non-members do we have on the live stream joining me right now? Non-TTG members. How many of you are there? Give me a quick little show of hands. How many do we got? No, Kent, I don't think the squeeze is done. I don't think the squeeze is done, Kent. I don't think the squeeze is done. A lot of non-members. Woo! A lot of non-members. Wow, look at this. Woo! I can't even name you guys. I can't even name everybody. Awesome. Guys, awesome. Nice. Matt Taylor says, I just subscribed tonight. All right, guys. So our big announcement, TTG kind of leaked the announcement a little bit earlier today. Okay. TTG leaked the announcement a little bit earlier today. But all of our non-members, okay, and all of our current members, you guys are in for a pretty sick treat, because this Saturday is our next Traderpalooza virtual trading workshop. Okay, so on August 1st, that's not the announcement. You guys already know about the announcement. Okay, Adam, TTG members, you guys know who Adam is. If you're not a member, you don't know who Adam is, but he's my partner, one of the founders of True Trading Group. He leaked a little bit earlier today to TTG members what part of what the big announcement was. Okay, I already kind of yelled at him for that, but he leaked it a little bit. So Saturday is our next Traderpalooza event. Okay, so Traderpalooza is an all-day virtual workshop where myself and the other TTG moderators host 1 hour workshops where covering different topics, where members can log in and log out throughout the course of the trading day based on the topic of the workshop they want to attend. So we send out an itinerary with a schedule. Okay, so 8 a.m. it's going to be Jason Simmons talking about charting and how to set your charts and how to put technical indicators and how to set everything up to trade properly, how to set your platform up. Then maybe at 9 o'clock, maybe the Wolf is going to cover something about cannabis stocks and pot stocks. Then maybe at 10 o'clock, I'm going to come on. I'm going to talk about risk management and proper position sizing, and then maybe so on, and then maybe at 6 o'clock in the afternoon or in the evening, that I'm going to come on. I'm going to do a trade line view up crossover workshop. So members can log in and log out based on the topic of the workshop they want to attend. Okay, so if you have errands you want to run during the day, maybe there's 2 or 3 workshops that you're not interested in the topic, you can log out, go run your errands, come back, sit back down, and join for the workshop. Okay, so part of the announcement is this is minor announcement is I have the schedule for the Traderpalooza event. I'm going to share with you guys the schedule of the Traderpalooza event, and then I've got part 2, which is the major part of the announcement. So first, let me share with you guys the schedule for the Traderpalooza event. I'm going to show you guys the topics that we're going to be covering during this virtual trading workshop. It's an all-day long event. It will be recorded for members to view later, but I want to show you guys the schedule. That's part 1, and then part 2 is the big announcement. Okay. So here we guys have is our little flyer here in our schedule, and I'm going to zoom in and I'll show you guys exactly what we have here. I'm going to zoom in so you guys can see things a little bit more clearly. Okay, and here, the idea behind Traderpalooza, I'll just read this to you quickly so you guys know and understand what Traderpalooza is. Before COVID-19, it was our intention to host an in-person meetup in South Florida. We wanted to host a weekend trading workshop that allowed our TTG family to get together face-to-face, learn, trade, and profit, and get to know one another. And obviously, due to the global pandemic, this idea was not possible. So a second choice, we thought, why not have an all-day virtual trading workshop? Hence, Traderpalooza, okay? We've already had a Traderpalooza event in June. This is our second Traderpalooza event. What I would like to ask real quick is for our TTG members that already experience a Traderpalooza event, do me a favor, comment in chat right now. Let our guests that are not part of the TTG family, let them know what your guys' thoughts on the Traderpalooza event is. How much do you guys like it? Do you love it? You guys, tell guests that are on the live stream how much you guys enjoy the Traderpalooza events. Here is the schedule, okay? So for those of you that want to join us at Traderpalooza, here is the schedule. From 7:30 a.m. till 8:45 a.m. on Saturday, August 1st, Jason Simmons is going to be hosting our morning Culata Club, okay? This is starting your morning right. We're going to talk about, it's a live Q&A and overall discussion on the current state of the market hosted by Jason Simmons, who is one of our TTG moderators. Next, coming up at 9 a.m. till 10 a.m., I come on and I'm going to be talking about understanding risk management. We're going to talk about risk management. We're going to talk about position sizing. We're going to talk about stop losses. Then coming on at 10:15 to 11:15, we have Alex Campbell. Alex Campbell, another one of our TG moderators, his specialty and his niche is really trading small caps. He's a small cap trader at heart. He loves trading small caps, trades them all day, every day. And he's going to come on and do a workshop called Huge Profits Trading Small Caps and help you guys deal with trading the real fast moving, low float small cap stocks that a lot of traders are sometimes scared to trade. Okay, but there's ways that you can slow down the volatility of those stocks and not be afraid to trade those real fast moving small caps, and little tips and little tricks that you can look for to say, okay, this stock has momentum, this stock is running out of steam, because momentum is very, very important when trading small caps, more so than large caps and mid caps. Momentum is crucial. Identifying momentum in small caps is a crucial aspect of trading them. So understanding how to trade small caps, 10:15 to 11:15, that's Alex Campbell. Then we have coming on at 11:20. Okay, then you have 11:20. All right, you have Jason the Wolf Spetafor, who's with me right now, is going to be doing an intro to options trading. Okay, for those of you that want to learn how to trade calls and puts, Jason has been absolutely on fire. I don't want to jinx him or anything like that, but I think over the last 3 weeks, he's only had 2 losing trades with some pretty big winners mixed in with all of that. And he's going to be doing 11:20 to 12:20. 95% of Jason's trades are options. I trade a lot more stocks. That I also do trade options, but I trade stocks mostly. Jason mostly trades options. He's going to be doing an intro to options trading. It's very important for traders to understand how to trade options because there's so much more opportunity, even especially if you have a small account. There's so much more opportunity for you to take advantage of volatility and movement in larger cap and mid cap stocks when you guys are trading options. Okay, there's a lot more out there than just small caps, and it's important for you guys to understand how to take advantage of those opportunities. Then from 12:30 to 1:30, Okay, we've got Jason Simmons is going to walk you guys through how to set up your charts and how to set up your scanners. A lot of people that are beginners and are new to trading have very difficult time setting up their charts and setting up their scanners the proper way. Jason Simmons is going to walk all of our beginner and newbie traders through how to set up your charts and how to set up your scanners. So you guys see what I mean? You're starting to get a feel for, depending on the topic of the workshop, you can log in and join us live for the workshop, or you can go run some errands, do something else, whatever it is. Work out, go get something to eat, if there's a specific time slot where you're not interested in that workshop. Then from 2:30 to 3:30, we've got how to profit from sin stocks. Okay. Sin stocks, the Wolf of Wheat Street is going to be talking about psychedelics, going to be talking about cannabis stocks, going to be talking about alcohol, going to be talking about a lot of different things on his how to profit from sin stocks. And like I said, when it comes to cannabis and now the psychedelics, the shrooms, all those stocks are starting to get some hype around them. There's nobody better at the cannabis sector and the other relevant sectors than I know. When I have questions about those topics and those particular stocks, he's the guy that I go to. He's going to be doing a workshop from 2:30 to 3:30 about those particular stocks. Then from 3:45 to 4:45, we're going to be talking about swing trading with Jay Downing, who is one of our swing traders. He swing trades mostly small caps. He's going to be going on along with Alex Campbell talking about swing trading. Okay. Then from 5:15 to 6:15 is going to be advanced options trading strategies with Chris Toner. Chris Toner is another one of our TGD mods, and he's going to be talking about straddles, strangles, debit spreads, credit spreads, iron condors. So for those of you that are more experienced traders that are looking for some more advanced option trading strategies, that's going to be a workshop for you. And then from 6:30 to 7:30, I finish off the Traderpalooza event with a Trader Psychology for Success course where I'm going to be talking about habits, the right mindset, okay, and really the thought process that you need to be in when you're going through your trading careers, not just your trading day, but also your trading career. So we're going to talk about psychology on the day, but also psychology throughout your career and how to remove your emotions from trading to help set you up for consistent profitability. And this is the schedule for our Traderpalooza event, which is August 1st, okay, which is August 1st, Saturday. It's an all-day long event. As you can see, we start at 7:30 a.m. We finish up at 7:30 p.m. That is a 12-hour long event of nothing but in-your-face, hardcore education. And this is something that is for TTG members only. Okay? This is for TTG members only. This brings me to my second major announcement. Because during the Traderpalooza event, during the Traderpalooza event, I am going to be giving away, or we as True Trading, we're going to be giving away 2, not 1, but 2 trading rig setups. We're going to be giving away 2 trading rigs at a total value of $6,000. They are $3,000 a piece, and we are going to be raffling off 2 trading rigs that are $3,000 a piece, to lucky members that join the Traderpalooza event. Okay. Now, here's the deal. Here's what's up. Okay. I'm really excited to share this stuff with you because there's a lot of people that when they first start off trading, they don't have the proper setup. It's very important that you have the proper technology and the proper setup when it comes to your trading computer. I use an Asus laptop. We're going to be giving away stuff that's we're going to be sending details on the trading rigs. It's an MSI. It's an MSI laptop. For those of you that know what an MSI laptop is, it's insanely stupid powerful. And that's the type of laptop and trading rig that you need to be able to execute trades quickly and be able to handle all that data feed without crashing, without ever shutting down, without ever giving you a black screen, without ever giving you any type of lag whatsoever. So that is all that's we are going to be giving away at the Traderpalooza event. Okay. Now, as of midnight tonight, midnight Pacific Standard Time, we are closing off the raffle. Every TTG member, their name is going into the raffle where we are going to be shuffling through and picking 2 members. On the Traderpalooza event on Saturday, we're going to be picking 2 members that are going to get these $3,000 trading rigs. Again, that's $6,000 of equipment that we are going to be giving away for free during our Traderpalooza event. So people that are members of True Trading Group, by midnight Pacific time tonight, that is 3 a.m. tonight, that is the cutoff for the raffle. So if you guys want to enter your name in the raffle, to potentially win a $3,000 trading rig and also join us for the Traderpalooza event, you guys have to sign up by midnight tonight Pacific Standard Time. Use the coupon code TTG720 to get not only access to this Traderpalooza virtual trading workshop, not only to get your name in the raffle to potentially win a $3,000 MSI trading laptop, but also to get a 36% discount on a 1-year membership to True Trading Group before our prices go up on August 1st. So August 1st is our Traderpalooza event. Our prices are also going up on August 1st. Okay. So right now, a typical membership to True Trading Group costs about $1,836. That is a regular cost for a TTG membership. With the coupon code TTG720, you will get a 36% discount. So it'll be $1,165 for the entire year before prices go up in August. So right now, by midnight tonight Pacific time is your last chance to get access to or to enter the raffle to win the trading rig, to join us for the Traderpalooza virtual trading workshop, and to get the membership at a 36% discount for $1,165. Because August 1st, so July 31st at the stroke of midnight, the coupon code TTG720 will expire. Our prices are going up August 1st. So if you have been on the fence, if you want to join the Traderpalooza event, if you want to join the TGD family full time, there will never be another chance for you to enter or for you to join the family at this price point. It's important to also note, if you sign up today at the $11.65 price point, you are locked in at that price point for life. So let's say in a year from now, our membership is $14.50. Maybe a year after that, our membership is $1,700. Our memberships are going to keep going up over time as we continuously add new features and add new course curriculum and our community grows. Okay. You will be grandfathered in at the price you pay today. So if you pay $11.65 today, and by next year, our prices are $1,500. When it comes time to renew your membership renews at $11.65. So when I tell you this is the last chance you have to join the family at this price point, our prices go up August 1st. The Traderpalooza event is August 1st. And if you want to enter that raffle to win a $3,000 MSI trading rig, you guys have to join by midnight Pacific time tonight. Okay, and that will secure that your name is included in the raffle to win that laptop. Now, we were going to have 3. We were going to be giving away 3, but today was TGD Tuesday. The chat room is open for free for guests to come in, experience what it's like to be part of True Trading Group. Okay, how many of you guys joined TGD Tuesday today? We had a lot of guests came in and joined TGD Tuesday. I hope you guys all enjoyed yourself. Well, Adam, okay, my partner and co-founder of True Trading Group, he gave away one of the laptops to one of our TGD Tuesday guests. Okay, he gave away one of the laptops there in chat to one of our guests today on TGD Tuesday. So we're down to 2. So we're going to be doing a raffle on Saturday for 2 of those MSI laptops, guys, which is a $3,000 trading rig. Take advantage of this coupon code. Okay. Also, anyone that signs up by midnight Pacific time tonight, not only are you going to get your name included in the raffle, not only are you going to get a 36% discount on membership before the prices go up, not only are you going to get access to the Traderpalooza event, but you will also get a guaranteed seat in my next private study mentor group session. Okay. On top of the Traderpalooza workshop, I host private mentor study groups. I keep those study groups very small. I like one-on-one interaction. I like one-on-one guidance and mentorship. Okay, it's not just me talking and hundreds of traders listening to me speak. I like these classes very small so we can all interact. Okay, they're about 2 hours long, these private study mentor group sessions, and the seats fill up very quickly. So once I open up a class and I open up a lesson for TGD members, they fill up instantly. Okay. But for those of you that sign up by midnight Pacific time tonight, will also get a guaranteed seat in my next private study mentor group. Okay. The private study mentor groups are fantastic because not only do you get to communicate and talk to other TGD members, but we really dive in deep on some very detailed aspects of trading. And we get to cover a lot of different questions and topics that you as a registered member for that class could suggest. So if there's a specific topic or a specific question that you have that you want me to cover, you could submit those topics and questions to me ahead of time, and I will include that in the syllabus and the curriculum that we're going to cover during that study mentor group session. Okay, so it really is a very hands-on study group. It's a very small group. Like I said, seats fill up instantly once I open it up to TTG members. So for those of you that sign up by midnight Pacific tonight, we'll get a guaranteed seat in my next private study group session. Okay. Also, for the Traderpalooza event, okay, we host it on our chat platform, okay, but you have to be a member by Friday at midnight in order to get live access to the Traderpalooza event. If you want to join the Traderpalooza event on Saturday live, you have to sign up by midnight on Friday. Otherwise, you won't be able to get access to the live event the way the software is set up and registers access for users. You will be able to view it though later because we record the event. You can go back and you can watch it later. But if you want to participate live and be able to ask questions and interact, you guys have to sign up by Friday at midnight. Okay, Friday at midnight. All right, so I'm super stoked to share this with you guys. So make sure that you use the coupon code TTG720 to get your name in the raffle for the $3,000 trading rig, to join us for the Traderpalooza event, to save your seat in my private study mentor group session, and also to get a 36% discount on a 1-year all-inclusive membership before our prices go up August 1st. With that membership, guys, let me explain to you quickly what you guys are going to get access to. Okay, let me explain real quick what you guys get access to included with your membership. I can pan this out now. Okay, let me explain what you guys get access to included with your membership. For those of you that are new, that 1-year membership includes everything. It's all inclusive. There are no upsells ever when it comes to True Trading Group. You will never be upsold. Every single resource, every single course, every single educational tool that we have at our disposal is included in your membership. Okay, it's included in your membership. Okay, it's included in your membership. You guys will get access to my entire TTG trading curriculum. Okay, that includes the beginner and foundation stock trading courses that will help you guys, that will start you off and hold your hand. Okay. Okay, that will hold your hand from day one, starting you off as a beginner. And that's for specifically trading stocks. Then you have the advanced course section. The advanced course stock section goes into the real detailed stuff I learned working at a hedge fund. It covers things like my tier trading strategy, risk management, how to stay in winning trades longer, how to keep losing trades small. It covers the trade line VWAP crossover. It covers the TTG triangle, which is my absolute favorite chart pattern. I think it's one of the most consistent probability of chart patterns. I think every day trader needs to know how to trade the TTG triangle. And then you guys will also be able to get an understanding of how to identify A+ setups versus a B or C setup. And you always want to put yourself in A+ setups. You want to avoid B and C setups because the sheer numbers, the sheer probability of the pattern working itself out in one specific direction decreases when you're talking about a B or C setup. Okay, so you'll learn how different technical indicators. Okay, you'll learn how different technical indicators interact with one another. Okay, you'll learn how they interact with one another so you can identify those A+ setups. Okay, that is the advanced stock trading courses. Then you have intro to options trading. Intro to options trading covers basic calls and puts. You guys want to learn how to trade options, basic calls and puts. Then you have advanced options. Advanced options, you will learn straddles, strangles, debit spreads, credit spreads, iron condors. That is where you will learn some of the more advanced option trading strategies. Also, Trader Psychology Course Part 1, Trader Psychology Course Part 2. This is my absolute favorite course. It is also the most common answer when I ask members, what's your favorite course? The most common answer is Trader Psychology. TTG members that are joining us here live, guys, comment in the chat. Tell me what's your favorite course. If you are a TTG member and you've gone through the courses, comment in chat right now. Tell me what is your absolute favorite course that's part of the True Trading Group curriculum. The Trader Psychology course, guys, is designed specifically to help remove your emotions from trading and help you think more robotic. The difference between a great trader and a good trader or an average trader is mental discipline. Okay. When you've been trading for 5 years, 7 years, 10 years, and you take your trading to the next level, it's not usually some newfound understanding of technical analysis that takes you there. It's usually a mental breakthrough or a psychological maturity when it comes to discipline that will take you to the next level. And that's what the Trader Psychology course is designed specifically to do. Just pay attention to some of the members that are commenting in chat what their favorite courses are and why. Okay. You also will get access to our new tax course. We just had a CPA put together an entire course on taxes when it comes to trading. We just had the tax deadline. A lot of people have questions about how to do their taxes when it comes to trading. People talk about wash sales. People talk about, tax loss carryovers, short-term capital gains, long-term capital gains. Everybody always has questions about taxes. I'm not an accountant. I'm not a licensed CPA. So what do? We had a CPA that handles our taxes put together an entire course on trading and how to do your taxes when it comes to trading for our TeachD members. That we just released about a week or two ago, about 2 weeks ago. We just released that tax course. It's freaking awesome. Okay, you guys are gonna love it. You get access to all of that. All of that is included in your membership. In addition, whenever we come out with a brand new course, you automatically get access to it, guys. There are no upsells ever. If I come out with a brand new course next month, it's not, hey guys, new course, but that's going to cost you $300. Okay. When we come out with a new course or we add a new tool or resource to the platform, it's included in your membership. There's no upsells ever. Okay. It's just like Netflix. Netflix comes out with a new documentary. You guys don't have to pay $25 to watch the documentary. It's included in your membership. Same thing with your training group. When I say you guys are part of the TGD family and I say welcome to the family when you join, I mean it. If my sisters or my mother or my father were to take up trading, I would make sure that they had every single resource and educational tool at their disposal. Same goes for you when you become part of the TGD family. I make sure every single thing that we have, you have access to help you on your journey to become a consistently profitable trader. In addition to the TGD curriculum, you get access to the trade simulator, which has real-time level 1, real-time level 2 quotes. So you can practice trading stocks and options on our simulator with fake money while you implement and apply what you learn in the courses. You apply that to your trading on a simulator with fake money. Okay. Treat it like it's real, guys. Use the simulator. I suggest all new traders use that simulator, but treat it like it's real. Okay. I know it's fake money, but treat it like it's real. It's only going to help you create and build good habits. Okay. You also get access to our stock screener, which will help you filter through stocks during the day to figure out which are the stocks that you should be focusing your attention on and which are the hot stocks where you know where to focus your attention so you're not distracted by other stocks throughout the course of the trading day. You guys also get access to our stock profile section and our analyst report section. Our analyst report section compiles all of the analyst ratings for any stock. So if you're interested in Roku, Apple, Tesla, NIO, Kodak, whatever stock you're interested in, you can type in the ticker symbol. You get a downloadable PDF report that will show you guys what all the analyst ratings for the particular stock are. So if there's 20 different analysts that cover a particular stock, you type in the ticker symbol, it'll show you 10 have a strong buy, 5 have a regular buy, 0 have a hold, 2 have a moderate sell, and 3 have a strong sell. It'll show you guys that in the analyst report section of the stock profile, along with other financial information, news, corporate events. All that information is available for you guys on any stock that you're interested in. We also have the TTG forum. Okay, the TTG forum is an awesome little part of the site where members can continue the conversation after hours. Okay, our chat room is open from 7:30 a.m. Eastern till around 5:30, 6 p.m. Eastern, but the forum is open 24/7. Okay, so you can go on the forum, you can chat with members about various topics. It's organized, it's broken down into different sections. You guys can go on there and you can communicate with each other, you communicate with other moderators, and you guys can really just keep that conversation going on the TTG forum that is specifically for members only. In addition, the premium blog. Our premium blog is updated daily. You guys have access to that completely. It's updated by myself and other moderators with trade recaps, trade ideas, general market commentary, other educational info. All of that is included in the premium blog. Guys, every single thing that I just explained to you, I know it's a mouthful, okay? All of that is included in your membership for simply $1,165 for the entire year. You also get our mobile app. We have a mobile app that you can download on iPhone or Android, okay, where you guys can be in chat even though you're not in front of your computer. You can have the screen share up on your phone. You can have your screen share up on a tablet. You can listen to the audio analysis because live in chat every day, I share my screen with you. Okay, THD Tuesday guests that were in chat with me today, you guys experienced this firsthand. I share my screen with you during the day. You see exactly what I'm doing. I'm on the microphone talking to you in real time, telling you what I'm seeing, telling you what I'm looking at, telling you what I'm doing. I will always tell you where I'm buying, where I'm selling before I do it. If a stock is pulling into $5, I say, guys, I'm a buyer at $5. I'm buying in front of $5. I will tell you what I'm doing before I do it. Jason, the wolf, he's on the microphone as well, telling you exactly what he sees, exactly what he's doing, what option contract he's looking at, where he's a buyer, where he's a seller. We tell you this in real time on live audio as well as sharing my screen. So with the mobile app, if you're not able to be in front of your computer, we understand most of you have other responsibilities during the day. You can't sit in front of a computer all day like I can. The mobile app will allow you to see the screen share and listen to the audio analysis, whether you're in a meeting, you're at work, you're on the golf course, you're at the gym, you're stuck in traffic, whatever it is, you can still follow along with what it is that we're doing in chat, and you get real-time push notifications on the mobile app. Whenever one of the moderators enters or exits a trade, you get a push notification. So it's seamless and very easy for you to follow along with what it is that we're trading throughout the course of the day through the use of our mobile app. Okay, you guys get access to all of this included with your membership. I'm telling you guys right now, August 1st, our prices are going up. This is the last time you're going to be able to get a THD membership for the price of $1,165 and get everything I just said to you included. In addition, obviously, join us for the Traderpalooza event. Sign up by midnight Pacific time tonight. Get your name in the raffle for the $3,000 trading rig and reserve your seat for my next private study mentor group session. All of this for a cup of coffee a day. That's what it comes out to. It comes out to about a cup of coffee a day. You go to Starbucks every morning, you go to Dunkin' Donuts every morning, guess what? That's your True Trading Group membership. That's your True Trading Group membership. I do not want to get messages on August 1st and August 2nd on YouTube, on Twitter. Guys, if you want, follow me on Twitter, guys. I'm always posting trade ideas and stuff on Twitter. My username is at MikeEdward_TTG. Again, it's at MikeEdward_TTG. The Wolf, give him a follow as well. He's at Wolf of Weed Street. Street is spelled ST. Give us both a follow there, guys, on Twitter. But I do not want to get messages from people on August 1st, August 2nd, say, Mike, do you still have that discount code? I'm still trying to sign. I'm trying to sign up. Guys, I'm telling you now, TTG720, that coupon code is going to expire July 31st at the stroke of midnight. Prices are going up. I'm telling you guys this now. Okay. So if you guys want to join the THD family full time, you want to get access to a professional hedge fund education, which is the same information I learned working at a hedge fund in New York City. You guys want to get access to the simulator, the screener, the forum, the blog, the mobile app. Okay, you guys want access to all of these things, use coupon code TTG720. All right. My next group session is next week. Not this week, next week on Wednesday is going to be my next private study mentor group session. Oh, I forgot about that. Das Snail, thank you for reminding me. Das Snail said, to all non-members, honestly, just the How to Trade a Market Crash course is worth signing up. Ask yourself, how much is it worth to have the confidence to trade a crash and not just panic sell? I forgot about the How to Trade a Stock Market Crash course. Okay, I came out with that course during the crash in March. Okay, in March, if you were on my YouTube channel in March, just this alone would have covered your membership 10 times over, because in March and April, the Wolf and I both were pounding the table that this was the greatest opportunity of my lifetime to buy some really good quality stocks. And in March, when the market was crashing and everybody was panicking, saying, oh my God, the world is ending, I was buying stocks and adding to my long-term portfolio. In March, I was buying Apple, Amazon, Google, Facebook, AMD, Nvidia, Qualcomm. Okay, I was buying all of these stocks in March when the markets were crashing. Needless to say, you guys know what a lot of those stocks have done in the meantime. I'll pull up just a daily chart on a couple of them. You guys look at Apple. Okay, you guys want to know where I bought Apple? I bought Apple right there. Well, look at what Apple has done ever since. Okay, again, middle of March, I bought Amazon. Amazon, where's middle of March? There's middle of March. Look at Amazon now. Okay, look at Google, middle of March. Right here is middle of March. Look at Google now. Facebook, middle of March. There's middle of March. Look at Facebook now. Okay, AMD, new all-time high today. I just reported earnings, $74. I've been telling people since March that AMD is one of my favorite long-term holdings. I was a buyer of AMD in the low 40s, $41, $42 a share in the middle of March. Guess what? Today it's at 74. Okay, you take a look at Nvidia. Nvidia, middle of March, you're talking about a $240 stock. Well, guess what? Now it's at 408. Okay, I was telling people, the Wolf was telling people to buy Square at $40. Well, now Square is at 123. Okay, so if you guys were part of True Trading Group during that time, every time I added to a long-term portfolio position, I was telling members what I was buying. And that's what prompted my course on how to trade a stock market crash, because while everybody else is panicking, you need to be looking for opportunity. And this was a tremendous wealth building opportunity. Guys, the amount that my long-term portfolio has increased in value over the last 3 to 4 months is just insane. It's just insane to see stocks like Apple, Amazon, to see them move, to make the size of the, it's 50, 60, 80, 100% gains in a matter of 4 months. It's madness, but it's opportunity. It's opportunity. So that's another course that you get included in the TTG curriculum. Okay, so I wanted to just include that. Does anybody have any questions about what I just said? About True Trading Group, about Traderpalooza? Does anybody have any questions about the trading rig? Anybody have any questions about the study mentor group sessions? Anybody have any questions about a membership? Before I move on to the next lesson, does anybody have any questions about what I just talked about with the TTG membership? Yes, Sujit, I'm still doing that. Yes. So Sujit said, Mike, are you still going to do the trader competition for TTG certified members? Yes. Okay. That's something I think we might do like in 1 or 2 months. We're going to do a trading competition for all members that are TTG certified to see who's going to become the next TTG moderator. And they're also going to win a $30,000 cash prize. Okay. So what we're going to be doing is everyone that's TTG certified. What does that mean? Many of you might not know what that means. Every single course that's part of the TTG curriculum has an exam at the end of it. If you score 85% or higher on the exam, you get a badge for that course. If you earn all the badges for all the courses, you become TTG certified. So only TTG certified members can qualify for the competition. And the winner of the competition is going to become the next TTG moderator. And like I said, win the $30,000 cash prize. Eddie says, how do we sign up for the trading rig? Eddie, all you have to do to get your name included in the raffle for the trading rig is join the TTG family by midnight Pacific time tonight with the coupon code TTG720. That's TTG 720. That's all you have to do. And your name will automatically be added to the pool of TTG members that we're going to be raffling off the 2 of those MSI trading rigs that are worth $3,000 a piece. We're going to be raffling them off on Saturday. Yes, it will Nick, it will definitely increase your chances if you get me a round of golf. Nick, if you get me a round of golf at the CDA resort, it will increase your chances. I'll put your name in there like 10 times. You get me a round at CDA resort, and I'll up your chances. Nice, Eddie. Eddie says, I'm signing up tonight. Yes, Eddie, let's go, baby. Let's go. How many of you guys are signing up? How many of you are ready to take the leap? You guys are ready to join me on the Traderpalooza event. If you guys want to be consistently profitable traders, you've got to be willing to put in work for it, guys. You've got to be willing to get an education, put in the work. It's no different than you acquiring and mastering any other skill. It's no different. You're learning a new skill. Trading is a skill. You need to learn to master the skill. And I promise myself, the Wolf, the rest of the TGD family will be there with you every single step of the way to walk you through the process and to guide you and mentor you every single step of the way. But you're not going to become a consistently profitable trader overnight. You're not going to be able to become a consistently profitable trader by Googling and searching for a bunch of different things on the internet on how to trade stocks. That's not what's going to do it for you. You're not going to become a consistently profitable trader by figuring things out trial and error. I did not just magically become a profitable trader. I was taught. I'm humble enough to say that I did not figure this out on my own. I didn't really know how to trade when I graduated college. My first job out of college, I worked at a hedge fund. For 3 months, I sat in a classroom setting. Different traders and analysts from the fund came in and they taught us different topics. I had to pass that program before they let me trade on the floor with the hedge fund's money. That's where I learned everything that I implement in my trading today. I didn't just figure all this out on my own. Cut the learning curve short. Stop trading at a disadvantage. Because, guys, if you're trading without an education, you have to really think about and realize how much of a disadvantage you are at. When you place a trade, there is somebody else on the other side of that trade. If you're buying stock, someone is selling it. If you're selling stock, someone is buying it. And if you do not have an education, you are only playing yourself, because on the other end of that trade, guess what, guys? It's traders like me. It's traders like the Wolf. It's traders at hedge funds. It's the trader at Goldman Sachs. It's a computer algorithm. It's a black box. It's a trader that's been trading for 20 years with a $5 million account that's been consistently profitable for 18 years and makes 7 figures a year. You want to go up against these traders without knowing a single clue what the hell you're doing? Of course you're going to lose money. Provide yourself the ammunition to go to battle, because that is what you are doing every single day when you sit down at your trading desk. You're going to battle. Would I send you out to war with a Nerf gun? Would you go out on the battlefield with a Nerf gun? You're going to go throw water balloons at the enemy when they're shooting RPGs at you? Of course not. If you go into the stock market and you start trading without a professional education, you are going to war with a Nerf gun and water balloons. You're at a major disadvantage. You're stepping into a boxing ring blindfolded with one hand tied behind your back. You are never going to win. The majority of traders that fail, the reason why they fail is because trial and error is expensive. Now, you have some traders that will trade for 2-3 years, trial and error. They get used to it. They figure things out. They learn as they go. But in the beginning, that learning curve is very expensive. It's very steep. Most people do not have enough money to trade trial and error, lose what they start with, and then reload their account, refund their account. Some traders do. Everybody has their own different financial means. Some traders can lose 10, 15 grand. Okay. Okay. Some people can reload. Some people can refund their accounts. Okay. Most people do not have the ability, okay, to lose that money in the very beginning and keep funding. Stop losing money in the very beginning and trying to figure it out trial and error. Learn first. Learn first. Trade second. Okay, guys? Learn first, trade second. All right, guys. Anybody have any questions? How much is the training? How much? Okay, so guys, a membership is usually over 1,800 bucks for the year, but with the coupon code is a 36% discount that brings it to 1165. Okay, it's coupon code TTG720 will get you a membership for 1 year with everything included I just talked about for 1165. Our prices are going up August 1st. Okay, August 1st, our prices are going up. How is my trading style different from the Wolves? It's actually, I mean, the Wolf and I have very, very, very different trading styles. Okay, I'm a stock trader first, option trader second. The Wolf is an option trader first, stock trader second. Okay, and I'm a much more technical trader. Okay, I go off of patterns, setups, technical analysis, chart patterns. The Wolf is more of a he stalks a handful of stocks, consistently, gets a really good feel for how those stocks trade and how they react at specific price levels and how they react based on overall correlation to the broader market. And he goes after stocks and trades that way. So our styles are very, very different. But when we both come to the same conclusion, it's very rare that the two of us are wrong together. There's been plenty of times where he and I are on opposite sides of a trade. There's times when, he's long the market, I'm short the market. Plenty of times that has happened in the past. Sometimes he's right, sometimes I'm right. But when both of us kind of come to the same conclusion is when we really both find confidence in the trade that we're going after, when both of us with completely different styles see the same thing and come to the same conclusion.
Yeah, that's fairly accurate. Guys, I trade primarily options in the group. Mike was talking about before how, actually it was the first time I was ever on one of these streams. We talked about what we were looking to put money into. So, like right now, and I'm sure Mike and a lot of you that listen could understand where I'm coming from. There's no reason for me to be a trader, a swing trader of stocks. My portfolio, my long-term portfolio, has never been this strong. I've never had so many things in my portfolio over 50%, over 70%. Right now, though, with what's going on in the market, I've got the long-term position on lockdown, but there's just these tremendous opportunities every day with options where I don't need to accumulate a big position in a company. I don't need to buy 10,000 shares of a company and catch $1 when I can buy 100 option contracts and catch the same move for a fraction of the money and make all of the upside, if not more. And that's why you guys need to start learning how to trade options. And look, little by little, everybody eventually comes over and they feel comfortable with trading options. And that's something that I do for members in TTG. People that have never traded an option before, or people that traded options before and just got killed because they were just going about it the wrong way. And this comes back to just kind of getting that education, but also having an understanding of what's going on in the market to make your trades actionable. I stalk stocks, but I also stalk macro moves and understand cause and effect better than most traders. And I consider myself a conservative trader. And just the method that I use currently for trading options, it helps eliminate so much of the risk, which is why I'm I don't want to jinx it either. I'm riding this insanely long streak of winning trades. And one thing that Mike didn't talk about, I guess this will be my big announcement for tonight, is, with everything that Mike already discussed, the webinar, the coursework, the stuff the content that we've already created, I'm doing one-on-ones with everybody that signed up by midnight. So, and I talked about this in TTG today for the people that were there. Mike and I are getting to the point where we're doing one-on-ones literally every day, sometimes during the day. And we know that that's going to change. But a lot of times when you do get that one-on-one, I take a look at what you're trading, how you're trading. We go over some really basic stuff, and I can adjust your swing, so to speak, and it makes all the difference. And I think people that are on here tonight that are TTG members can attest to that. So if you want to get all of everything that Mike said, but you also want a one-on-one with me, where we can talk anything from long-term portfolio to pot stocks to psychedelics, and as well, I'll help you with options. Then you got to use the code TTGWolf7 if you want a one-on-one with me, and that expires tonight at midnight Pacific time, so 3 a.m. Eastern. And guys, it's look, Mike is very kind. Maybe kind's not the right word. He is kind. He's so sweet. Let me just tell you. that Mike, he's so sweet. But look, I'll just say, my one-on-one is worth it. I have no problem saying that. I don't get. I have no problem telling you guys that I'm the best trader of pot stocks in the world, and it wouldn't be a lie. Show me one person that's called every pop drop in advance that can see things like I'm playing 4D chess with the pot stock market, But also, I've got a conservative option trading style that is just massive, and I also have no problem going against the grain. Went against Roku yesterday.
Jason Smoke just goes, I think the Wolf's going to get a restraining order against from Roku.
Yes, and that's true, guys. The membership is worth it if all I give you are Roku trades. And that's the God's honest truth.
Oh, it's so crazy.
It's so crazy. I just beat up on Roku. And it's really funny because somebody, a member of TTG, I'm not going to name him, was like, I was really disheartened when you got puts in Roku because I bought calls. And I was like, just take your profit quickly. But guys, on a serious note, we take a lot of pride in what we're doing. And if you guys know me from Twitter, I'm just very to the point. My nickname in TTG is like Grandpa Wolf because I'll yell at people to take profit and not be greedy. And it always ends up saving them at some point. But with that said, as much as I like seeing the new members, I also want to just give you guys good trades, and we do that, and it's not just myself or Mike. You have Simmons, guys. We're each adding an element to the equation that everybody needs. So, if you were in today in TTG, you saw exactly what we were doing with the options. You weren't there yet on Monday where you could see Tilray. Tilray 50 cents. That option went to $1.10 today. We were in that. We were in Roku puts. We sold a little bit early. That thing ended up going like, I don't know, 60% or something like that. But then we were taking profit on positioning that we got in some of our long-term hot stock holdings, but not too much profit because we went into it with a game plan to basically beat the market on a long timeline. And guys, we teach you all of this. And especially if you're interested in getting into the cannabis market, which is poised to do really wonderful things in the coming months, you're going to want to be with the team that knows what they're doing. And you don't want to have to hear about it from your friend when you're buying all the stock that we're just selling to you. So use that code. It's TTGWolf7. Learn options, because let me tell you, if we get this rug pull that we think is going to happen, and we bottom out for a little bit, these options are going to be insane, guys. And be ahead of the market. If you caught my YouTube after Mike yesterday, what did I say? We're getting a rug pull. 5 minutes later, what happened? Gold, silver, tank. Market, tank. We're going to get a continuation. You're going to want to know options if Amazon, Google, Facebook report bad numbers. You're going to want to be in TTG trading small caps when there's a rotation. You're going to miss all this stuff. Stop guessing, stop gambling, start learning how to fish. Give yourself a new skill. Join TTG. Use my code, TTGWolf7. You got nothing to lose. You got everything to gain, baby. All right? Now let's talk about the broader markets, Mike.
I love it. I love it, guys. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right. Let's talk about broader markets now, guys. Let's talk about broader markets. Let's go over some stuff here. One thing I want to point out to you guys is the potential of, and a member brought this to my attention. I'm not going to take credit for this, but I agree with him. A little bit of a head and shoulders on the SPY. You guys see this? You guys see a little bit of a head and shoulders here on the SPY? Left shoulder, head, right shoulder, 319 neckline. Okay, 319 neckline. All right, so you guys see this little neckline here? This little head and shoulders pattern? When this started to sell off here today, let's talk about why the market sold off there today. We'll go to a 3-minute chart. I'll zoom this in. Guys, Senator Mitch McConnell, the Senator Majority Leader Mitch McConnell, was on CNBC this afternoon, and they were asking him about a stimulus deal and have the Dems and Republicans come to an agreement. And they have not yet. They have agreed on a $1,200 check, direct payment. That they've agreed on. They have not agreed on liability protection for schools, hospitals, businesses. If people go back and they get sick and they go and they want to sue, they've not agreed on that. They have not agreed on the extension of the weekly payments for unemployment benefits. I believe Democrats want $600 a week, and I think Republicans want $200 a week. So there's a few topics that still have not been agreed upon. And Mitch McConnell came out and said, and it was a way that he said something specifically that I think scared markets a little bit, was that he said that he will not present a bill to the floor if it does not include the liability protection from companies getting sued if employees go back to work and they end up getting sick. Obviously, unless it's like negligence, or if they do something dangerous, or that can harm people, they don't follow protocols, then they don't get protected. But he had said that he's not going to bring it forward. Now, I think that scared the markets a little bit, because that's something that Democrats and Republicans really disagree on. And if he's not willing to even bring anything to the floor without it, I think that started to make markets feel that maybe we don't get, a deal. Guys, and before I even go further into this, please keep all of your political comments and opinions to yourselves. I don't care what your political party affiliation is. I will never talk about mine. We're here to learn about stocks and trading, not to learn and talk about politics. If you do talk about politics, I will mute you immediately. I do not care about anyone's view politically. What I'm talking about right now is how politics will affect markets, whatever side of the aisle you're on. We all care about making money trading stocks. I don't care what your political views are. You don't care what mine are. So let me just preface the rest of this conversation with that. So, because I don't want people saying, "Oh, well, the Dems this. Oh, well, the Republicans that. Oh, well, Nancy Pelosi this. Oh, well, Mitch McConnell that." Like, no, okay. I'm going to stop it now. I don't want anybody talking about it. Okay. So, with regards to this sell-off here in the markets, I think the markets read that as, okay, the Dems and Republicans are not really as close to finalizing a deal as we'd like to see. Unemployment benefits are set to run out on Friday. That $600 a week payment on unemployment is up on Friday. And if they don't have a new deal by Friday, that means the next week there's no more unemployment check. That will be a problem, because we still have a massively high unemployment in this country. Okay. So that is what I think started to spook markets a little bit, was that tone. And I think that's why you had that late day sell-off for the entire power hour. From 3 o'clock to 4 o'clock, markets just went down. Okay, you can see literally for 1 hour straight, we just went down after a very, very, very choppy day. Okay, after a very, very choppy day, we ended up selling off on the back of that news. Now, let's talk about tomorrow. Tomorrow is Fed Day. Okay, nothing's happening with interest rates. They're not going up or down. Nothing's going to happen. Interest rates will remain unchanged. Everything is going to be based on market movements. Is going to be based on what Fed Chairman Powell says. The market's going to want to hear from Fed Chairman Powell that their foot will remain on the gas as long as it needs to. They're nowhere near their limitations on stimulus. They want to hear that inflation is not a worry or a concern at this moment in time. So those are all the things that they're going to want to hear from Fed Chairman Powell. If Fed Chairman Powell starts to insinuate by any means that they might start to be easing up, I think markets sell off. Then fast forward to Thursday. Thursday, we have all the earnings that everybody is waiting for. Apple, Amazon, Google, Facebook. All report on Thursday. All of them report on Thursday. Guess what? You also have tomorrow. Mark Zuckerberg and some of the other tech giants on Capitol Hill testifying about all the regulation on tech and the antitrust laws. Okay, that could potentially move the tech sector, which could potentially move the overall markets, because Apple, Amazon, Facebook, Google make up such a large, overwhelming majority of the market cap weighted indexes that they can pull markets down with it. Then come to Thursday. Thursday, we report earnings. I'm very, very interested to see how Apple, Amazon specifically react to earnings. Microsoft had a blowout earnings quarter. It was fantastic numbers. The stock still sold off when they reported earnings. I read that as profit taking in a name that's up significantly over the last few months. You guys look at Microsoft. Microsoft was at 136. It went all the way up to 215. So I read that as some profit taking off on the back of that quarter. You look at Apple, you want to talk about profit taking opportunities in Apple. Okay, you want to talk about, if we're going to have a weak consumer, or consumer is going to be buying $1,000 iPhones and, $400 iPods, or AirPods. They're going to be buying MacBooks and iPads. Are they going to be buying Apple Watches if, they're worrying about when they're getting their next unemployment check? you might see profit taking in Apple. Amazon, the stay-at-home economy. Obviously, Amazon was going to thrive during the stay-at-home economy. That's where this move came from. Well, what if the economies start to open back up and people start to go back out? They start to go shopping again. That's less deliveries from Amazon, and people are going to actually just go out and shop just for the sake of getting the hell out of their house and shopping instead of ordering everything on Amazon. So maybe reopening the economy could actually be a negative when it comes to Amazon. That could be a profit-taking opportunity. If you start to see Apple and Amazon with profit-taking kick in, and those stocks start to pull back in after earnings, that could pull markets down with it. And then by Friday, the unemployment benefits are up, they expire. If by Friday there is not a deal for the stimulus package, you're just going to see an aggressive sell-off in the overall markets. I think you can easily see the markets pull back to we can pull back all the way to 315, 313 if we have profit taking in those big tech names and if we don't have a stimulus package. We could literally pull back to this previous support level right there from early July. We can pull back down to this level easily if we get profit taking in big tech and if we don't get a stimulus deal by Friday. Okay, easily. So the Wolf and I have already been talking about it. The Wolf has been expecting a rug pull over the last couple of days. Maybe this sell-off here this afternoon was an initial. Wolf, where's the futures market right now? I haven't even checked.
Yeah, I was just looking at them. They're pretty much flat.
Flat? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I was just actually looking at gold and silver, which pretty flat as well. Gold's up $6, but you're talking. I mean, Dow Jones 0.05% red, S&P 0.03 green, Nasdaq 0.11, small caps 0.10 green, VIX fifth of a percent point up. Nikkei down almost a percent, and then China A50 futures up 2%, and Shanghai 1%. So it's really mixed. I don't think that the Asian markets are, we're trying to separate ourselves from the Asian markets where it's not like a seesaw. But to your point, what you were saying, and I think we talked about. I said this 2 weeks ago when we did a stream like this. We were talking about the market, and this was one of those times when we took opposing point of views. And guys, what did I say before? I said, look, what other good news do we have after these earnings? What's the catalyst? More stimulus? Yeah, great. But we've also got all these things that are going to trigger in August and September. And with these massive runs, I think that, it's going to be a profit-taking event going into them. And this is before Microsoft had their earnings. And, the signal for me was when QQQ had that wild, it was, I guess, last Monday, where it went up like $5 on absolutely nothing, no volume. And then it just, and I got puts. I was a little nervous. Those things ended up crushing. But then guess what happened? The market just started selling off once Microsoft had their earnings. And that was the signal. Microsoft beat revenue estimates by $1.5 billion. They beat EPS, I think, by 12 cents or something like that. I mean, they just a blowout earnings. And then if you look yesterday, look at the volume on Facebook. I mean, Mike, pull up the volume on the SPY today and yesterday.
Oh, it's pathetic.
The volume hasn't been this light since March.
Well, we actually got today. We were on. So yesterday was insanely low volume on the SPY. Today we were on pace to be lower volume than even yesterday until the final hour of the day. When we started to pull back that final hour of the day, volume really started picking up in the SPY. I'll zoom in so I can show it to you guys. Here it is. You guys can see, look at how the volume started to pick up late in the day when we started that sell-off from 3 to 4 o'clock. You see that increase in volume? If we didn't get that increase in volume, today would have been an even lighter volume day than what we had yesterday, which was insanely low volume for the SPY.
insanely low. And look at QQQ, please, because that's all the tech.
Even lower volume today than yesterday.
Yeah, guys, that should worry the hell out of you, especially if you're in tech. You know, and guys, I like, we talk about money that we make you. Let me talk to you about the money we saved you, you know, in the last 2 weeks. Because when Apple was ripping 2 weeks ago and people were like, oh, I'm buying, you know, what do you think about buying these, you know, 400, 405 calls? What do you think about buying 270 calls, you know, here on like QQQ and you know, I was like, guys, you can't do this into earnings. You know, I was like, if you believe that what I'm worried about is true or makes sense, then you don't want to be anywhere near this. And that was a big reason that, you know, I traded a lot of the things that I traded, you know, mostly just IWM because I thought, you know, that was just small caps being weak and, you know, it's not going to make any crazy moves. But we saved people a ton of money, you know? But also, Mike, take a look at Facebook, because Facebook was crazy today and yesterday.
Wow, Facebook really sold off into the close.
You know, and you tell me, you know, yeah, like Facebook has a war chest of money, right? Like, I honestly think Google will be all right. I think Amazon will be all right, judging by the amount of Amazon boxes and deliveries I get every day. But, and I think Google will do well because I think YouTube's going to kill it. I mean, I would love for Google to spin YouTube off. I'd be all over that. But still, you know, there's, you know, I think people just kind of relax and then they start cycling into some other things, you know? And guys, also, you have to look at it like this. The institutions want retail investors to panic, just like they panicked in March. Why? Because their time horizon is different, and they've got the money to sell into you at 300 and then buy the SPY at 220, and the same with Apple. You know, so never forget their ability to manipulate on a long enough timeline. You know, they don't lose. And, I mean, it is like a golden age for making money for some of these institutions. You know, and the only way that you can beat them is by taking profit and not getting, you know, tunnel vision. Like, oh, you know, buy every dip in tech. It's just, you have to understand that. And God forbid, the Fed's like, you know, we got to ease up. You know, we got to slow down because, you know, we're not even in like the phase 2 of coronavirus. Nick Jones, once they sell, where does the money go? It doesn't. There's a lot of money into the system, but it's just waiting patiently. You know, guys, also realize that, you know, they don't just sell, but they also short. You know, and when you have these massive $100 million, $1 billion positions, and you start unwinding it, you know, you could be short at the same time. You know, the trader next to you is like, okay, I'm going to unwind this, and you're like, okay, I guess I'll buy puts. You know, Mike could speak about some of the things that hedge funds do. You know, and his hedge fund was only a $500 million hedge fund. Think about like a sovereign trust that manages like $2 trillion.
Oh God.
You know?
Yeah. It's true, guys. Whew. What a stream. What a stream. Badass. This is a good one. Anybody have any questions about anything the Wolf just said or that we were just talking about?
What is the divorce rate?
What's the divorce rate for?
Let me tell you something. My wife has a major part in my trading strategy. So, and that comes with like holding options overnight. She's just like when I first started trading options, and I was trading like an insane person with options, you know, like taking ridiculous size. Like size that today is like me buying like, you know, in comparison, it's like me buying just one contract. She'd be like, what? She'd be like, why are you being such a jerk? I'm like, I'm not being a jerk. And she's like, you're just on your phone. And I'm like, I'm like in this position. And she's like, you need to stop holding options overnight. Or she's like, you need to stop holding size overnight. And I was like, yeah, noted. So, listen to your wives. Does a falling SPY help small caps? A falling SPY doesn't help anybody.
Yeah.
How much long term are you selling? I sold a lot of long term. Like I got out of Square at 85. I got out of Boeing from 90 at 185. I sold all my airline stocks. You know, I've got some other stuff that, you know, a bunch of stuff that collects a dividend, but I'm pretty much done selling because most of the positions are free positions at this point. You know, I thought I got a little cute with Square. I thought like, okay, I'll sell this and then I'll load a dip, and it just kept on going. So I've stopped selling my long-term position. Like I'm just looking to add on those, but those are just like, you know, at this point they're risk-free trades for me.
Would you guys sell your long-term holdings you bought in March? I'm not. Dave, I'm not. I very rarely sell my long-term positions. That's worked out pretty well for me so far in my life. I really just add on pullbacks, honestly. I really just add on big pullbacks. I think what I'll do with my long-term holdings is I don't think I'm going to sell my long-term holdings until inflation starts to become an issue. Once inflation gets to like 2% is when I'm going to start to sell my long-term holdings because I think that the next big market sell-off, like aggressive sell-off, I think we can get a pullback obviously here going forward. But I mean like the next bear market type sell-off, like a 20% sell-off or more, is going to come when the Fed has to start to raise interest rates. And all of the stimulus that has been injected in the addition to the money supply, with lack of economic activity behind it, is will eventually spark inflation. And the Fed's target rate for inflation is 2%. Now, when you guys look back to December of 2018, I'll pull it up on the chart. December of 2018. Okay, I'll zoom in so you guys can see. This was when Fed Chairman Powell said they were going to start to raise interest rates. This was China trade war. This was when the Fed said they were going to raise interest rates. Okay, you see what happened to the market. Now this was 2018. This was with the fundamental, the underlyings of the economy the structure and the foundation of the economy was very strong. You were at record unemployment, 3.6% unemployment. You had wage growth. Um, you had average 401ks obviously increasing. You had consumer spending was high, consumer confidence was high, and corporate tax cuts. Okay, you had the underlyings of the U.S. economy were very strong at this moment, so strong that the Fed was like, "Okay, guys, we're going to start to raise interest rates now," and that was the market's reaction. So brutal that he had to walk back his statements, and you actually see that, oh, no, okay, never mind, my bad, mistake, we're not going to do that. And then the markets rallied back, and you had the massive bull rally that was 2019. 2019's rally was absolutely insane. The move the stocks made in 2019. This is such a ridiculous move that I can't even.
It was the best for trading options.
It was the best. It was the best.
I was sending screenshots to Mike. I'd be like, "Yo, you should buy this option." He'd be like, "What are you doing? Getting this thing?" And I'm like, "Oh, look, I just made 20 grand."
I know.
I was like, to give you an idea, in January of 2019 alone, I made $300,000 trading U.S. steel calls.
Nuts. The guys, I'm telling you, like 2019 was nuts. 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 But that's what happened in 2018 when the Fed said that they were going to raise interest rates. Okay, that's what happened. Now, what happens when the Fed raises interest rates and the fundamental underlyings of the economy, the foundation of the economy is very weak? Because right now the economy is very weak. The economy is much weaker now than it was in 2018, obviously. And when in 2018, when they were like, okay, we're going to raise interest rates, they didn't have to stick to it because inflation really wasn't a concern yet. So they were able to walk that back. With all of this stimulus that is coming into play here, if inflation starts to rise and we go past the Fed's target of 2% and we get to 2.1, 2.2, 2.3, okay, they're going to have to raise interest rates to keep inflation down. And they're not going to have the luxury of walking it back because basic economics 101, when it comes to inflation, you have to put a lid on it by raising rates. And if the market did that the last time the Fed tried to raise interest rates, I think that the next time the Fed tries to raise interest rates, we're going to get a similar reaction. So I'm not selling. I know, right? I can't wait either. Oh my God, I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait for that moment. I can't wait for the Fed chairman to say we're raising rates. I can't wait.
I know. I want to freeze myself in carbonite.
I know. Oh man. Well, anyway, guys, that is when I'll probably start to sell some of my long-term positions. Because at that point I'll have so much profit on those positions, especially from the things that I added on the March sell-off. I'll probably start to sell some of my positions at that point, and then I'll look to ride the markets down with shorting everything. I'll be buying put options and everything, and I expect us to have some massive months if we do get another violent, vicious sell-off where you see 1,500, 2,000 point down moves. And I think once the Fed starts raising interest rates, I think you're going to see a reaction like you saw in December of 2018, possibly worse. Okay, so that's my game plan, guys. That is, that's one of the things that I think that I'll be watching for. Okay, it is not, inflation has not reared its head yet.
There's lots of signals, though.
Yeah.
Look at precious metals. That doesn't come out of nowhere.
Yeah. Yeah, you look at people are hedging for it already. You see, Bitcoin went crazy, I hate Bitcoin, but Bitcoin's gone crazy. You see what gold and silver have done. I'll just pull up the GLD ETF that tracks. Pull up the GLD. You see the move that gold has made. Gold all-time highs. Silver, massive move. Okay. You're already seeing people start to hedge themselves against it. So we'll see. We'll see what happens, guys. We'll see how this pans out. But That's what I'm going to be watching. I'm going to be watching the rate of inflation. If the rate of inflation gets over 2%, that's when I'm going to start to sell stuff because I think the Fed will have no choice but to raise rates. I'm not going to preemptively anticipate inflation. I will wait for inflation to start to rise. If we're not in an inflationary environment yet, but like I said, if you start to see inflation start to rise 1.8, 1.9, 2, 2.1, 2.2, I'm going to start to sell stuff because I think at that point the Fed has to raise interest rates, and I don't think the market's going to take that very well. Okay, so that's it, guys. That is kind of the end of our stream here tonight. I want to recap again, guys, the announcement. We had a few people that logged on here late. I want to recap the announcement for you all. And the announcement, again, is going to be that August 1st is our Traderpalooza event. Okay, our Traderpalooza virtual trading workshop. We've got the itinerary and the schedule has been released. I'll show you guys one more time. 7:30 to 8:45 a.m. We got the morning Culotta Club with Jason Simmons. Then it's understanding risk management with me, profits trading small caps with Alex Campbell, intro to options with the Wolf, setting up your charts and scanners with Jason Simmons, how to profit from sin stocks with the Wolf, sin stocks, psychedelics, mushroom stocks, cannabis stocks, alcohol stocks, all that piled into one workshop from the Wolf. Profiting from swing trading with Jay Downing and Alex Campbell, advanced options trading with Chris Toner, and then trader psychology for success with yours truly to round off our Traderpalooza virtual trading workshop. Every single person that signs up tonight is also going to get their name included in a raffle for one of two MSI trading rigs. Okay, we're going to be giving away two MSI trading laptops with a $3,000 value per laptop. Okay, we're going to have two lucky winners. We're going to get one each. A $3,000 laptop. It is such a badass laptop, guys. It is super powerful. That is something that you guys should be using when you are trading. I use a gaming laptop when I'm trading. It's an Asus. The MSIs are super powerful. You guys are going to love them. They're super badass computers. And we're going to be raffling those off to two lucky winners. Again, a value of $3,000. Now, in order for you to enter the raffle, you have to be signed up by midnight Pacific time tonight. So if you guys want to enter your name in the raffle to get one of those laptops with a value of $3,000, you have to sign up with the coupon code TTG720 by tonight, midnight Pacific time. Okay. At midnight Pacific time tonight, we are closing off the pool of names that are going into the raffle of our TGG members. Okay. Also, if you sign up by midnight Pacific time tonight, you will get included a guaranteed seat in my next trader study group session. It's a private study group mentor session that I'm hosting next week. It is a small class. Okay, the spots fill up immediately when I open up registration for TGD members. The classes fill up immediately. Okay, if you sign up tonight by midnight Pacific time, you will get a guaranteed seat on my next private study mentor group session. You will also get a 36% discount on a 1-year all-inclusive membership to True Trading Group before our prices go up August 1st. Again, August 1st, our prices are going up. Okay. A typical membership right now is $1,836. With the coupon code TTG720, you can get it for $1,165. That is a 36% discount before the prices go up in August. Okay. Whatever price you pay today, that locks you in at the price you'll pay for a renewal. Let's say by next year, your membership is up for renewal. Let's say our membership is $1,500. Okay. You will only pay the price that you pay today of $1,165 moving forward. You're grandfathered in at that price. Okay. Included in your membership, guys, is the entire TGD curriculum, the entire courses, beginner stock trading, advanced stock trading, beginner's options, advanced options, trader psychology part 1, trader psychology part 2, how to thrive during a stock market crash, and our tax courses. Okay. All of that is included in your membership, as well as free and instant access to all future courses. If I come out with a new course next month, you automatically get access to it. There's no upsells ever. You get access to our trade simulator. You can practice trading with fake money, hone your skills, and apply what you're learning in the courses in your trading with fake money until you get comfortable with the material. and our trade simulator, you can trade stocks and options with real-time level 1 and real-time level 2 quotes. You guys also get access to our stock screener. We can filter through the stocks and see which ones are the most active stocks in the day, where you should be focusing your attention. Our premium blog, which is updated daily with trade ideas, recaps, general market commentary, and other educational info. You guys get our mobile app downloadable on iPhone and Android, where you can follow along with chat, whether it's on your cell phone or on your tablet, and get real-time push notifications whenever we enter or exit a trade. You guys will also get access to the TGG forum, which is open 24/7 for members and moderators to communicate on the forum and keep the conversation going when the chat room is closed. All of this is included in your membership. Okay. All of this is included at a 36% discount for $1,165 with the coupon code TTG720. You sign up by midnight tonight. You are guaranteed to have your name included in the raffle for one of the 2 MSI trading rigs that are valued at $3,000. You guarantee your seat in my next private study mentor group session. And for those of you that want to join the Traderpalooza event live, you have to be signed up by Friday at midnight. Okay, the event is Saturday morning, and the way that the access for the software works, you guys have to be a member by Friday at midnight. Okay, so that was the special announcement that if you guys have joined, you don't have to do anything. Your name is automatically included in the raffle. If you join by midnight tonight Pacific time, so you have a couple hours left to join, you will automatically be entered into the raffle. So we have our softwares cuts it off at a specific time. If you join after midnight, if your membership is activated after midnight Pacific time today, okay, it's not included in the raffle. So we're going to shuffle up all the names randomly, and we're going to pick 2 winners out of all of our TGG members as of midnight Pacific time tonight and before. Okay. And then obviously we have the Traderpalooza event on Saturday, and then our prices are going up also on Saturday. Okay. So that's it, gang. Oh, go ahead, Wolf.
Yeah, and guys, also because I saw some questions. If you use my code TTGWolf7, you also you get a one-on-one with me, and you're also in the raffle. You get Traderpalooza and all that other good stuff.
Yes, guys. Jason, good point, guys. So regardless which coupon code you use, if you use the Wolf's code, which is that TTG Wolf 7, if you guys use that coupon code or the TTG 720, either one of those codes, if you sign up by midnight Pacific time tonight, you will get your name included in the raffle. Okay, your name will be included in the raffle, and the Wolf is giving away a free one-on-one mentor session for anybody that signs up by midnight tonight. And then again, like I said, if you guys sign up by midnight tonight, you can either choose a one-on-one with the Wolf, or you can select, you can choose to have your seat, reserve your seat in my next private study mentor group session. Okay, that's all by midnight Pacific time tonight. So you guys don't want to wait. You guys don't want to miss out on the raffle. You don't want to miss out on my private study group, and you don't want to miss out on a one-on-one with the Wolf. So take advantage of that coupon code now, and you certainly don't want to miss out on the 36% discount before our prices go up August 1st. Use those coupon codes, guys. I will see you all in chat tomorrow. We're going to focus on KODK tomorrow. It will be my number 1 focus coming into the day. We'll see where we're opening up once the pre-market session begins. Take care, guys. Have a wonderful evening. It was a blast. You guys are great. I love you all. Make sure to hit that like button if you haven't done so already. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. And all of you, make sure you hit that notification bell so you're notified every time I go live in the future and every time I post a video with technical and mental lessons when it comes to trading. Take care, guys. You guys were great. Thanks for joining me.